What up, what up? Fancy to be here? Back on Western Pockets. Doing Kamome route, right? Let's see if we can finish this today.
Ohayo.
I want to raise up the volume. I didn't mean to do that. Hi? Someone was peeking into my tent. You scared me. No secret wake up kisses, thanks. Oh, that was loud.
何言ってるのこの人は。早く起きないかなと思って見てただけだよ。
Just looking, huh? Watching people while they sleep is still weird. My watch really just past 7. It was, in a word, hot. The sun was out in full force this morning. I realized too late that we should have pitched our tents in a shadier area.
はい、水汲んできたから顔洗いなよ。気持ちいいよ。
She held out a plastic bottle. Thanks. I splashed some water over my head to cool down. It was nice and refreshing. I looked around the area. What a place to spend the night it was. And with a girl, no less. Not that it was pretty wild.
Huh?
The aforementioned girl did not share in my sentiment.
眠れた?
For the most part.
あのね、一ついいかな。私も眠れたけど、すごい汗かいた。
Oh, she wants a bath. Yeah, same here. The tents did well in keeping the mosquitoes away, but this morning sun had practically turned them into saunas. My entire body is drenched.
向こうに小さな泉みたいなところがあったんだよ
Oh,
ね。
fuck, dude. Bath scene. Really?
それで、ちょっくら水浴びしてこようと思うんだけど。
Right. She peered at me attentively. And then it hit me. Don't tell me. You want me to join you?
言わないよ。行ってこようかなって思っただけ。
Oh. Couldn't you have just gone while I was sleeping?
ハイリが起きる前に入ってたら、私が入ってる時に起きて、あら、水の音、なんだろう
I like
って
that.
やってきちゃうかもしれないでしょ。
Facial expression changed too. It's so anime. No, that does sound plausible. So that's why she was been waiting on me.
ということで、入ってくるから30分は近寄らないように。
Yes, ma'am. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. I better make breakfast while you're gone.
ありがとう。
Before long, I started hearing the splashing of water nearby. It must have been the same spring she got water from yesterday. There was a barrier of shrubbery between us, and yet it was but mere vegetation. Breakfast really only consisted of our leftover rice and more canned food, so there wasn't exactly much to prepare. All I could do was sit there and listen to the water, whether I wanted to or not. Awkward. Oh, that sounds like water. Wonder where it's coming from. As if. I felt empty. If only I had some boys here to shoot the breeze with and take my mind off of this. Whoa! What in the world? This was where I was supposed to spring into action, right? What if there was a crocodile? That was a stretch. Or maybe a bear. Yeah, right. I wouldn't find out unless I got moving. Whatever happened, happens. I ran towards the shriek. Hey, you alright?
なんかいたの。でっかいのが。
Huge? Oh! You're huge, alright? Wait, this really wasn't the time. Where and what was it? Where is it, Kamome?
そこの岩場。
Over there! I looked over and saw some reptile wrestling by the water. This guy. It's just a giant salamander. He's a cute one too. Ahaha. That's what scared you.
その子じゃないよ。岩場の茂み。
Huh? Oh, fuck. Whoa! Poking his nose from the foliage was a huge wild boar. What's he doing out here? He's looking for a drink of water.
そうかな。
The wild boar watches closely, keeping his distance. Finally, he begins to quietly drink from the pond. This must be his usual watering hole. You're probably exciting him a bit.
そっか。私がいるから興奮してた。
I swear I'm not projecting. Kamome's shout scared the boar away. The classic trope. Walk into the bath scene.
まあ、私も悪かったし。
Does that mean Heidi's not gonna take a bath?
緊急事態だったし。
Yeah.
見なかったよね。
See what?
いろいろ。
Oh, nope. Not a thing. My voice betrayed me.
嘘だね。
Yeah. Fine, yes, I saw, but so what? How could I not look?
何を見た？
Your chest?
出た謎の発作無合法。ご飯にしようか。
Yeah, let's. They split the leftover rice between us and open our remaining canned food.
ツナ美味しいね。
I must start eating fish. I decided I'm gonna add fish to the menu. I bought a pack of salmon. I'm ready to fry it up starting tomorrow. They say fish is really good for your brain. Kamome ate in pure, blissful peace. The prior events has seemingly vanished from her mind. Leave it to a goal to be a bird brain.
何いきなり。ああ、この人さっきのこと思い出して笑ってたな。
No, that wasn't it. Not even close.
忘れろ。
I'm telling you, that's not what it was.
じゃあなんで笑ってたの？
How could I not as so lovely in morning?
嘘だ。それはそれで気持ち悪いし。
Yeah, I was lying.
やっぱり思い出してたんだ。
Come on, I told you I wasn't. I was just thinking about how quickly you moved on and how fitting it was for a goal to be a bird brain.
カモメなだけに鳥頭？
Torishirojima.
ひどいこと言う。そもそもハイリだって高原だから鳥頭じゃない。
Wait, you're right.
墓穴を掘ったな。どっちが鳥頭やら。
At least you forgot about the bathing incident. The forest around us was peaceful. What was I doing camping out here? And why was I only just now wondering that? To search for a pirate ship? What's gotten into me? Are we really going into that cave? I peek into the gaping hole in the mountainside.
入るよ。なんで？
It's a little late for me to bring this up now, but isn't it dangerous? This area restricted. That means our safety isn't going to be guaranteed here. What if the cave collapse? Or what if there's dangerous gases?
もう子供でも入ったんだから怖いことなんてないよ。
But it's been years since then. It could have changed. And it looks pretty deep according to the map. Assuming this cavern really did lead to a bay. Even we were walking as the crow flies, it'd probably still take us more than half an hour to get through. And caves weren't normally straight lines. I couldn't even begin to guess how long it would take with all the twists and turns.
ここに来てそんなに心配してもしょうがないじゃない。
Who wouldn't?
私は一人でも行くよ。
Fine. I knew you'd say that. You haven't changed a bit.
昔と同じって？
Never mind. I gazed vacantly into the remains of the campfire. I could practically see the silhouette of young Kamome and her friends around it. Hope you see your friends again. I found myself getting a little sappy. What if the real treasure was the memories we made along the way? but a pirate ship. Did it really exist? I wouldn't put it past kids to find just any old boat and let their imagination get out of hand. But that would be just fine. I come too far to care. The two of us spread open the map and study it. The right here is about details you can get from a map. Those are your dad notes, right? You're honestly kind of a lifesaver. Can't say wandering aimlessly through a dark cave is appealing to me.
これがあるから大丈夫だよ。
Flashlight. Yeah, I turned on the flashlight on. This thing is crazy bright.
キャンプでも役立ったね。
We hung it from a branch and used it to spotlight last night. Kept things nice and bright, but boy did it attract bugs.
じゃあ行こ
Let's do it. The cave looked artificial. It was large enough for any adult to walk through. The moment I stepped inside, I felt a distinctly unsummery chill in the air. I stopped before going any further. Then I turned around and looked at Kamome. Hey,
う。何？
are you taking that suitcase with you? We left all our bulky camping bags out here to be picked up on the way up back. I assumed that would include her suitcase.
もちろん持っていくよ。
I couldn't think of a few reasons. You're not about to tell me that your suitcase is your true form and your body's just a puppet, are you?
何それ？
There was just this manga I read that a character like that.
バカなこと言ってないで行こう。
Oh, they drew the cave. The clattering of the suitcase wheels echo off on the wall as we enter the cave. I think this is a new OST too. Disturbing is serenity. Due to artificial noise did help take some of the nerves off. About 5 meters in, the cave took a sharp turn to the right. As we went around the corner, all light outside was snuffed out and darkness around us. I quickly turned on the flashlight. Bright light illuminated the area before us. From here on out, we'll be relying on the map. This path goes the way in, it looks like. I guess we just keep going?
入り口から30メートルほど行ったところに細いけど抜け道があるんだよ。
I like they added a lot of reverb in her vocals to make it sound like she's in a cave. About 30 meters? So around here on the map? I slowly continue on, carefully lighting our path forward.
多分この辺。
It was so small that we weren't looking for what you might have mistaken for a crack in the wall. I certainly would have, at least. It was hardly big enough to fit a single person.
ここ。
Oh, fuck. Cave crawling! I've seen YouTube videos of that stuff, man. You never want to go splunking. I'm just saying.
ここを抜けると少し広いところに出るの。こから抜けられるよ。こんなところ通れるの？あ、地図にはそう書いてあるよ。
What the fuck is
この
happening?
まままっすぐ進んでも行き止まりだけど。
I think this is a
この
flashback.
細い道を抜けると奥に繋がってるんだって。
Oh.
なんか怖いですね。
You want to try that again?
ここを抜けると少し広い。ここからこんなところ。あ、なんか怖いですね。
Oh, weird. Alright.
ここを抜けると少し広いところに出るの。ここから抜けられるよ。ここから抜けられるよ。あ、地図にはそう書いてあるよ。あ、このまままっすぐ進んでも行き止まりだけど、この細い道を抜けると奥に繋がってるんだって。なんか怖いですね。
What was this feeling? It was like I had the same conversation somewhere before. Like I've seen this exact scene play out in exactly the same way. I couldn't have been here before, could I? No, there was no way. This was my first summer on this island. There was no chance I'd been to a random place like this. But then, what was this feeling?
私が先に行くね。
Okay. Kamome turned herself sideways and slipped into the crack in the walls, sliding her suitcase through behind her. The narrow passageway went on much longer than expected. It was rocky and uneven, with stalactites hanging down all over that we had to crouch under. Ironically, a bunch of kids would probably had an easier time making it through. We trudged along for at least 30 minutes? Damn, dude, like that. I would be claustrophobic. I would get out immediately. When? Whoa. We emerged into a spacious cavern. It didn't seem to be part of the mining tunnels. It had to be predated them. Okay, so which way did we go?
もう少し行ったところで泉が流れてるの。細い足場があるから気をつけてそこを渡るようにして。
Got it. Looking at my watch, I saw that an hour had already passed. I turned to Kamome and her suitcase. There was something that I just couldn't get out of my mind. Dude, how did this suitcase fit through the crack? I stopped. It must be a big crack.
どうしたの？
Are your legs okay?
なんで？
She stared at me like a deer in headlights. No two ways about it. I hit the nail square on the head. No reason. Just wondering. I couldn't exactly blurt out that I was worrying about her because of some dream. But I seen a young Kamome struggle to walk. That the line between real and dream Kamome was blurring to me. Naturally. Is that why you keep the suitcase with you? To help you walk?
なんで？
She was as stiff as a board and a bad liar.
大丈夫なんだから。
She took a couple steps away from me, still wearing a flustered smile.
足が悪いならこんなところに来るわけないんだから。
Fair point. Then why do you drag that thing around?
それは教えてあげないよ。
No, I'd like to know now. We're on this adventure together. We're a team. And adventures are dangerous. Keeping secrets from your team will only come back to bite you. Well, I say team, but it's really only just you and me. But get the point, I need to know if it's something important.
本当は昔から足がよく痛むの。特に寒い日の朝とか夜に。夏とか気温が高い時は大丈夫だけど、それでも時々すごく痛んで、それで体重をスーツケースに預けてるとマシになるから。本当は杖とかでもいいんだけど。
You didn't want to draw attention to yourself? She nodded. Yeah. I'm sure you had your share of awkwardness. Yesterday came to mind. I remember how slow she'd been on our way here. She had played it off at the time, said she was just enjoying the scenery, but I shouldn't have believed her. I should have noticed.
ごめんなさい。黙ってて。
How are you feeling right now?
大丈夫だよ。だから引き返すのは嫌。
That's what I thought you'd say. Well, turning back now wouldn't do us much good at this point. I'm not confident I'll be able to drag both you and your suitcase back the way we came. We just gotta press on, finish what we started.
ありがと
But promise me something. I need you to tell me as soon as your legs start acting up.
う。わかった。
Good.
じゃあね。
What's up?
実はさっきから結構足が痛い。
For the love of. I knew you were lying.
ごめんなさい。もう嘘つきま
Hey. Really? There isn't anything else I should know about?
せん。ないです。
Good. Anyway, according to the map, we're about halfway through. Now's a good time to take a break. That should help, right?
ありがと
I looked at my watch. I didn't think it'd take us this long, but go figures. Caves weren't all that easy to traverse. It took us over an hour to even get to the halfway point. You know, I'm impressed you made it this far while in pain. Sure fooled me. You're pretty tough.
う。慣れてるから。
Used to it. Huh. You go that far for... Nah, never mind. I knew the answer already. This was just that important to her. She absolutely would go that far.
ハイリーはどうしてこの島に来てるの？
Where'd that come from?
だってさっきから私のことばかり詮索されてる気がして悔しいから。
What's with that? Fine. I'm here to heal.
つまり傷ついてるの？
In a way, I guess.
なんで？
Why? A little personal, don't you think?
だって知りたい。興味本位んだけど。
You're honest, I'll give you that. Man. I scratched my head. I screwed up in my club.
しくじったって？
The curiosity for her was relentless. In short, I betrayed people's expectation.
それで逃げてきた。
Maybe I did. It didn't sound pretty, but the truth often wasn't. In so many words, I guess.
なるほど。期待に応えられなかったと。
Don't rub it in.
でもさ、そもそも期待してもらえるのはすごいね。
I guess, yeah.
それだけに裏切るのは辛いね。
Yeah.
辛いね。
Yeah. You're not very good with words, are you?
気の利いたこと言ったつもりだったよ。
Well, you definitely twisted the knife deeper, that's for sure.
ほら、意外とそんなに期待してなかったのかも。
That's possible. Was that supposed to make me feel better?
でも、期待を裏切られるのはやっぱり辛いよね。
Her words lingered in the air. What's your deal?
ごめん、違うの。今のはハイリーのことじゃなくて。
Could have fooled me.
私のことだよ。
You?
私はやっぱり期待してるんだ。そんなつもりはなかったけど、ゴールが近くなるにつれて自分がすごく期待してたんだって自覚してる。
About what?
みんなに会えるのは。この洞窟の先にまだ海賊船があって、そこにみんなのうち誰か一人でも来ていて、私を待っているかもしれないって期待してるの。
I hope so too.
けど本当言うとね、多分誰もいないと思うんだ。
There was nothing I could say. I couldn't tell her she was wrong, that I knew she'd find someone. I wasn't that considerate person.
しょうがないよね。10年前の約束のためにこんなところ来ないよね、普通。
Well, you never know.
いいの。それくらい私だって分かってる。私、小さい時から体が悪くて、ずっと病院で過ごしていて、夏休みに遊んだ記憶ってほとんどなくて、だから私にはこの思い出だけが大事だけど、みんなはそうじゃないんだろうなってわかる。みんないろんなところに行って他の思い出を作っているんだろうなって知っているの。あの夏はいくつもある思い出の中の一つになって、生まれて忘れられて、だけど私にはたった一つの宝物だから、こだわるんだ。
Think you might be glorifying things a bit too much.
過大評価ってハイリは？ごめん、私そこまでハイリを評価していない。
Not me, also, ow!
でもね、そこそこは評価してるんだよ。そこそこは。
そこそこ。Thanks.
ただ、時々不愛想だし、めんどくさがるし。
Damn.
評価してないところもある。
Pending review. I'm not talking about me.
じゃあ何を過大評価してるの？
Like, basically, some vacation in general, I think. It just seems to me like you have this expectation that everyone goes out, have the time of their lives every summer. But I think yours was something special. People don't go around having amazing experiences every day. Memories like that, once you remember years later, they don't come around often. Like going on an adventure to find a pirate ship? That's not something the average person could say they've done before. Just look at me. I'm not even a kid anymore, I'm crazy excited. I would have loved to go on adventuring like this when I was little. I'm insanely jealous you and your friends got to go. I know I'm speaking for myself here, but I never forget it. And I don't think your friends would either. That's something this incredible.
そうかな。そっか。だったらいいな。ハイリもさ、今日のことを忘れない？
Probably not. I bet I remember this for the rest of my life. If we really go find this pirate ship, that is.
見つからなかったら？
There'll probably still be a funny story to tell. I doubt I forget the goofball who dragged me around an island to look for some boat.
変な女とな。でも大丈夫。海賊船はあるんだから。
Yeah, we are. At first, I hadn't trusted her as far as I could throw her. But now, somehow, I knew. I believe in that pirate ship with all my heart.
さて。
Kamome stood up and patted her skirt.
そろそろ行こうか。
Are you feeling okay? How you managed back when you were a kid?
どうだったかな。大丈夫じゃなかった気がする。でもなんとかなったよ。だってみんながいたから。
Everyone, huh? Dude, I don't know. Let's keep going with the story. After passing through the chamber, the path quickly narrowed again. The daylight seeping through cracks in the ceiling vanished into darkness once more. You think there's going to be a happy ending or a sad ending? I feel like this might be one of the first sad ones. But it may still have a happy ending in the end, but I feel like this is still going to be sad. We flicked on the flashlight and carefully continued. Unlike the maintained tunnel we entered from, those were jagged and uneven in places. We proceeded slowly, cautious of every step and any sudden changes in elevation. I glanced at my faintly glowing watch. It was just before noon. Whoa, hold on. The flashlight. The star is flickering.
もしかして電池切れ？
Dude, they shouldn't lit the flashlight when they were sleeping. They should have turned that shit off at night.
馬力がすごければ消費も早いね。大したものだね。
There's no time for philosophy. If this thing goes out, we're toast.
大丈夫大丈夫。こんなこともあろうかと予備の電池を。予備の電池は持ってきてるから。
Oh my god, it happened in an instant. The light went out and darkness engulfed us.
おい、落ち着け、抱きつくな。
私は何も。
じゃあ誰だ？
僕じゃないからな。
当たり前だ。
大丈夫だよ。今電池を入れ替えるから。
Who screamed? Suzume.
電池は困ったよ。何も見えない。私のカバンから電池取って。
Oh, fuck.
なんだ？どこに入ってるんだ？この辺か？
どこ触る？
いた！叩くな！
だってお尻を触るから。
何も見えないんだからしょうがないだろ。この辺か？はい。なんだ、どこ触ってしまったんだ。ごめん。
もういい。
What the
早
fuck?
く取って。
ああ。ごめん。
What the fuck? Why he's only touching the girls? Why not Hayato?
何の音ですか？なんかバラバラって。ポシェットの中身が落ちちゃった。電池も？多分。
Damn.
おい、これどうするんだ？
これじゃ何も見えないじゃないですか。大丈夫。目的地はもう少しのはずだから。進もう。でも進むって。
How did he get back?
風を感じられるかもしれない。風を感じるって何？だってどこかに出口があるなら そこから風が吹いているはずだよ。
まあそうかな。
そうでしょうか。
みんなで風を感じよう。出口から吹いてくるかすかな風を。わかった。
感じられないですね。
でも何か聞こえるなり。風の音が聞こえる？違うなり。ザーって。ほんとだ。これって
水が流れる音だな。
待ってください。思うに水というのは海に流れ込むものです。
そうなの？
一般的には。だから流れる先に海があるはずです。
おお、
さすが参謀なり。参謀すごい。
いやー、
あの音をたどっていけばいいんだね。でもこんなに真っ暗じゃ進めないよ。みんなで手をつなごう。はぐれないように。
Watch your footing
全員
too.
手をつないだ。
あ、
それじゃあ行こ
そういえばスーツケースは
う。置いていく。
いいのか？だってあれは。
大丈夫。みんながいるから。
大丈夫か？
ありがとう。
話すなよ。
話さない。君と一緒なら
何ですかいきなり。
歌おう。君と一緒ならどこでも行ける。どこにも行かなくてもいい。君と一緒なら世界のどこにでも
いける。
Everyone sings Sabataka. There you go.
どこでも行ける。行けなくてもいい。
Did she fall down?
カモメが落ちた。
Yeah.
俺がなんとか掴んでる。手を離すなよ。あれ、お前。
気がついたんだ。よかった。
ああ、ここは。
川に落ちて流されてきたみたい。
そうなのか。よく助かったな。
暗くてわからなかったけど、すっごく浅かったから。
そんなところで俺は気を失ったのか。情けないな。
私を助けようとして必死だったから。
まあ。
おーい、いたいた。みんな無事だったんだね。
落ちたのは2人だけでしたから。
そういえばこの辺は光が差し込んでいるんだな。
天井の隙間から光が差しているなり。ねえ、見て。
あれは
光だ。
出口だよ。
外だ。
海の匂いがする。
行こ
ここは。
海が目の前だよ。すごいなり。秘密のビーチなり。
う。泳ぎ放題だな。
ねえ、みんなどうしたなり。あれ見て。
え、
あれって
Pirate ship? Huh. I woke up in darkness. How did he, pass out? Kamome was peering down at me with concern in her eyes. Where are we? Inside the cave? That's right, we were walking along and then Kamome slipped. He fell into a stream and lost consciousness. But after that, I saw something. Was it all a dream? Kamome was there, and her friends too, or who I assumed were her friends. The weird thing, though, was that I was one of them. Why? I had been having these dreams since yesterday. Dreams of adventure, together with Kamome and the friends she always spoke of. Was I just subconsciously jealous of her and her memories? That would explain why I was inserting myself into their team. It had to be it.
大丈夫？
Kamome stayed peering down at me. My vision slowly returned to normal. Streaks of light pierced the cavern ceiling, illuminating our surroundings. I managed to get bearings somewhat. Yeah, I'm fine.
よかった。
Like hell, I'm gonna die drowning. I'm in the swim club. I have, you know.
初耳。
Yeah, I guess I never told you.
つまり水泳部で期待に応えられなかったんだね。
Are you really going to bring that up now?
ごめん。でも今回は期待に応えてくれたね。
What do you mean? I don't really remember anything. What happened again?
ほら、電灯の電池が切れて真っ暗で動けなくなって、水の音を追いかけて歩いて行ったんだよ。流れる方へ歩いていけば海に出られるんじゃないかって。そしたら私が足を滑らせて、とっさに私の手を掴んで助けようとしてくれたハイリも一緒に落ちたの。それで水の中で必死に私を岸まで引き上げてくれたんだよ。でもハイリ気を失っちゃって、それで
She CPR, or what's it called? RP3. Oh my god, I forgot that word. No one uses that word anymore. I don't remember what's it called. Something about CP. Mouth to mouth. And what happened? She was leaving out something important. I just knew it. Something from before I woke up. Kamome, you saved me, didn't you?
助けたって？
Well, vague memories from before I would slowly come back to me. Someone was desperately calling my name, and then there was a soft sensation on my lips. I remembered. I apologize in advance if I got this totally backwards. I just got the feeling that somebody kissed me before I woke up. So I was thinking you did CPR. It's called CPR. On me or something. Bingo. Her hands over my lips told me everything I need to know. You saved my life, Kamome. That's not something to be shy about.
そう！人命救助！
She nodded furiously. Had no idea you knew CPR. I had been taught how to perform it several times on account of my club, but I wasn't under the impression it was something the average student knew the steps to.
ソフトな口当たりでした。
What does that mean? What? Soft? Soft's not the one word one could describe CPR. You did do the chest compression, right?
マッサージ？痛むの？しようか？
What the fuck? Sees a doubt sprouted inside me. What did you do to me?
何と何ってそんな大胆にいろいろとしないよ。こっちとら年頃乙女だよ。
Okay, and?
口づけしただけだよ。
Meaning you try to push air into my lungs.
そんな怖いことはしない。
What the fuck? So let me get this straight. You put our lips together and that's it?
はい。
Dude, what the fuck? Freaking kiss me.
キスだなんてそんな。あれはただの人命救助なんだからね。勘違いしないでよね。
What the fuck? She didn't try to put breath in his lungs. She just kissed him. Give him a little pecking kiss. That's it. Hoping to accomplish what? You're so off base, it's not even funny. You weren't saving anyone's life. Telling me who's in the entire world has ever been revived from a gentle kiss.
そういう映画を見たことがある。
Oh, that makes sense now. How is that all relevant? I can't believe I'm not dead right now. I calmed down and re-examined my surroundings. The river we're falling into wasn't at all that deep or fast. The darkness and panic had probably made me pass out from shock. So, where are we? We seem to be in another spacious cavern. My eyes gradually adjusted. Cracks in the walls let stray rays of light through. It was brighter than the last place. Damn, dude, I can't believe she was going to let him die. He was drowning. And she kissed him on the lips. And that's it. I mean, it is dangerous to perform CPR if you don't know how to do it. But, I mean, a kiss, though. You're right. Kamome pointed towards a dim, yet distinct glow. Yeah.
地図の通りだとここを抜けたら海に出てそこは秘密の入り江になっているそしてそこに海賊船が隠されている
The ship was just outside here. Somehow I was confident that, more than anything, I trusted Kamome. The key had existed, so had the map, and even this cave. That could only mean the pirate ship existed too. And once you find it, they just might be there waiting. I didn't understand. They were Kamome friends, not mine. I never even met them. But the mere thought again to see them filled me with excitement. Like I was about to reunite with old childhood buddies. Let's go. Kamome stepped forward and immediately stumbled. Are your legs hurting?
ごめん
Where's your suitcase?
水の中に落ちた時にそのまま
Oh, dang. Here, need my shoulder.
大丈夫もう少しだから自分で行かせて
Okay. But don't rush. Take it slow. It's not much further. When it happened, I wasn't sure. But at some point, our hands found each other. And together we walked, hand in hand. Our goal was right in front of our eyes. You think there's a pirate ship? They cut off the flashback before they showed us the pirate ship. This is it. We exited the cave and we met with the sky. And there we find a small inlet, secluded by sheer cliffs of either side. The beach seemed as if purposefully made to shelter secrets. It's likely served that goal well, this far away from prying eyes. Whether that alluded to the existence of a centuries-old ship, though, was yet to be seen. Kamome and I slowly walked through the bay. Kamome gasped. It's a boat! Perched in the corner of the bay was a boat. But it's... Oh, damn, dude! It was a sailboat. Old-fashioned, yes, but just an old sailboat. There was no centuries-old pirate ship. I was speechless. Did that mean my initial suspicion had been true? Kamome had friends that made their way here, found this boat, and just let their imagination go wild. I wouldn't put it past children to do. We were alone. No one was waiting, and it didn't look like anyone had been. It sucked, but that was life. Friends didn't go their separate ways only to reunite a decade later for some promise. Not in real life, only in movies and manga. Still, it would have been nice to see someone, anyone, here to meet us. Or even just traces of them having been here. Something, anything. That said, what's this boat even doing here? Why was it in a place like this? Clearly, this was something, this is what Kamome and her friends had discovered on their adventure. And they thought it was a pirate ship. And what if there was treasure? If so, we probably would find something inside. Hey.
そうだ思い出した私は
Kamome still hadn't recovered from the shock. We went inside the boat, but no stretch of imagination was it a pirate ship. It was fairly modern, even had electronic equipment. There was an engine too. It did seem old, but certainly not ancient. I put it around 20 years old tops. This thing is pretty recent, don't you think? Kamome, what's wrong? You've been kinda quiet. Hey. Tears were streaming down Kamome's cheeks. She stared up at the boat, emotionless, yet crying all the same.
ハイリー、
What's wrong?
私、今、やっと全部思い出したの。でも、話してる時間はないから、スーツケースを見つけて。
Your suitcase? Oh! It was probably still inside the cave. Whatever was in it was probably important. We had to circle back around it, to it.
スーツケースを見つけて。
She ignored me.
そこに、本当の私がいるから。
You think they're gonna pull a fuka on us? What? The real Kamome? What are you saying? What's that supposed to mean?
ハイリー、ありがとう。私に付き合ってくれて。私の夢を叶えてくれて。あのね、私ね、きっと、あなたのこと。
The wind blew. Kamome's long hair fluttered in the breeze. I squeezed my eyes shut as the sun blinded me. Across the light, Kamome said something. Her voice was oddly quiet, distant, like it was fading away. I couldn't make it out. So long. Beyond the white obscuring my vision, I saw what looked like Kamome waving her hand. No, it wasn't her hand. Oh! She's the butterfly! She's dead! Something fluttered by, and as quickly as it appeared, it vanished into the light. I opened my eyes. What was it you needed to tell me? Huh? What? She was gone. Kamome had utterly vanished. Kamome? Hey, where'd you go? She was nowhere to be seen. Hey! What was going on here? One moment she was standing in front of me, the next she was gone. In the blink of an eye. This can't be real. Hey! I looked around wildly, but couldn't see her anywhere. Hey! I made one more round through the inside of the boat. I found nothing. The only thing I noticed was that the pilot house was locked. I searched over high and low, on every nook and cranny of the tiny bay, but she was just gone. I sat down in the sand, bewildered. What was going on? None of this made any sense. We made it through the cave. We found this inlet with a broken down wannabe pirate ship. And then Kamome just vanished. She left me standing there, completely dumbfounded. If this was some part of some elaborate magic trick, now would be a good time for someone to pop up and give the punchline. But nobody did. So long. The one thing I barely managed to hear her resurface in my mind. Where did she go?
Oi!
Whoa! I jumped up to my feet. The boat came up to the inlet, engine rumbling.
何やってるんだこんなところでお前さん加藤さんとこに来てる兄ちゃんだろ
Yeah, that's me.
船で来たわけじゃなさそうだがまさか洞窟抜けてきたのか
Yeah, I did.
ダメだぞあそこは立ち入り禁止だから
Why is this boat here?
なんだろうなずっとここに置いてあるみたいだな誰かの持ち物だとは思うがこの辺自体確か誰ぞの持ち物だからなとりあえず俺の船に乗っていくか
I actually had someone else with me.
連れ
Kamome.
カモメ
It's her name.
そんなこと言われてもどこにいるんだ
She vanished before my eyes. Probably wasn't gonna go over well. Hey! Where did she go? I was at a loss. She could have up and disappeared. That was impossible. It made no sense. She had to be here somewhere. Hey! Kamome! The man with the boat helped me look, but we couldn't find Kamome anywhere. And then the sun finally began to set. The man had convinced me to leave. I stared out at the sailboat as we left for the harbor. Had it always been there, all these years? It didn't seem that way. It wasn't battered by the elements like it should have been, but if it had weathered decades by the ocean, then what was it doing there? Somebody must have put it there for a reason. On top of that, who was Kamome? On second she was there, the next she wasn't. Where in the world did she go?
おかえり。キャンプどうだった？
You know, I don't really know.
大丈夫？すごく疲れてるみたい。
I'm not sure.
ハイリ君？そういえば、荷物はどうしたんですか？
Oh, we left it there.
置いてきたって、本当に大丈夫ですか？変ですよ。
Yeah. Sleep was out of the question. I lay down and just kept thinking and thinking about our adventure, about the inlet we found at the end of it. Kamome had disappeared. She had vanished before my eyes. Who was she? And why she had taken me on that adventure? Dang, dude, I like this scene a lot because it reminds me of Rewrite. Her disappearance left so many things unsolved, so many pieces missing for the puzzle. There was no pirate ship, only a broken down sailboat. The more I thought, the stranger everything began to seem. Like the 4 keys. A decade was a long, long time for things to get lost, but they had been conveniently left untouched. One in a shrine. One in a chimney. One in a chicken coop. And one in the birdhouse. One, sure, I'd give her that. But every last one of them. I let myself get caught up in Kamome's unwavering confidence. But absolutely none of this made any sense. It was like everything had played out perfectly. Too perfectly. My mind was in a blender. I had a mountain of questions that Kamome wasn't around to answer anymore. She was gone, leaving nothing but mysteries in her wake. The next day, I came back to the cave to get our stuff. We camped here only a couple of nights ago. The tents were still there, both of them. It wasn't a dream. I retraced my memories trying to convince myself of that. I looked at the cave. We passed through here, I'm sure of it. I couldn't bring myself to go in alone though. With nowhere else to really go, I wound up at the pier. The same ferry I'd ridden here was idling in a dock. I whipped around towards the sound of something clattering. It was just some tourists. Wait.
スーツケースを見つけて、そこに本当の私がいるから。
Someone had asked me to look for a suitcase. There was where I find the real her. But where? She lost it when she fell into the stream. It wouldn't have moved from that spot, so it should still be there. How do I go about this? I scratched my head. I couldn't go in there by myself. Nomiki-san!
なんだいきなり。
Nomiki-san.
飲みきでいいか。
Forget that, Nomiki-san.
はい。
What? I need to ask you something. In earnest, please.
なんでしょうか。
I want to search the quarry,
何？
and I want you to help me.
なんで？
It's a long story.
いいから話せ。食事でもしながら。
Oh, she's so nice, dude. I like her.
なるほど。な。
We're gonna get the whole friendship thing, right? The whole crew.
そもそも行くなとあれほど言ったのに。
Sorry.
はあ、それで姿を消した女の子のスーツケースを見つけたいんだな。
I left the part about her vanishing into thin air. For now, she was just missing. Yeah.
言った通り、あの辺に立ち入るのは禁止なんだ。
There's absolutely nothing we can do.
そもそもあそこは島の管轄ですらないからな。
What does that mean?
それはどうかしたの？
Oh, the whole team!
飲み気に怒られ
Except
てい
for,
る。何をしでかし
I
た？
forgot his name. Ping Pong. Nothing?
高原が採石場を調べたいらしい。
なんでまたあんなところ
Tenzin.
友達が関わっているらしい。
あー、そっか。よし、行こうぜ。
Yeah, let's go!
おいおい、そんな簡単に。
よっぽどの理由があるようじゃねえか。だったら行こうぜ。
はあ、しょうがない。
Hell yeah!
消えた女の子というのも気になるしな。
Dude, no Miki can't fit in the cave, dude. She's gigantic! In certain areas.
私も同行した方が後々まだフォローができるかもしれないな。
Alright. I guess I was pretty gigantic too.
こんなところがあった
Not
の
as
か。
big as no Miki though.
昔の採石場の入り口は全部塞がれているはずだが、なんでここだけ残っているんだ？
この辺一帯は私有地なんだ。だから島で管理しきれていないんだ。
Private property. Whose?
詳しくは私も知らないが、ある会社が買い取っている。大方リゾート開発でもする予定なんだろうが、今のところ手つかずでな。
ワクワクしてきたな。
遊びじゃないぞ。
わかってるよ。とにかく中に入ろうぜ。
しかし立派な洞窟だな。
これだけのものなら観光客も呼べそうよね。
How did we all fit through the crack? I thought it was supposed to be a tight squeeze.
本来役場はそのつもりだったらしいぞ。しかしまあ実際人を入れるとなると安全の確認やらいろいろ大変だから、島の役場だけではなかなかその資金が調達できない。だから企業を誘致して共同して調査に乗り出したらしい。それが企業側の動きが急に鈍くなったとかで、しばらく手つかずのまま残されているわけだ。
ま、この島の人間も役場ものんびりしているからな。
そういえばここ数年、企業から派遣されてきた人間があれこれと島を調査していたらしい。もしかしたらそろそろ動きがあるのかもしれないな。
調査って？
そう、島の中をうろうろして何かをしていたらしい。
それでスーツケースをなくしたのはどの辺なんだ？
Somewhere around here, I think.
しかし洞窟の中までスーツケースを引っ張ってきたのか。すごいな。
She's a bit of a weirdo.
彼女は何かそれによって特訓でもしてるのか？
What? No, I don't think so.
ふむ、そうか。
変なところに食いつかないでよ。
気になるだろ。
そもそも洞窟前で野宿したんだよな。
Oh, yeah,
二人きりで。
yes.
都会っ子って進んでますね。
Wait, hold on a minute. It wasn't anything like that. With a weirdo like her. Come on, you gotta believe me.
わかった。そんな必死に否定しなくても。そういうのじゃないんだな。
Nothing like that.
そういうのってどういうのだ？なぜ赤くなる？
で、スーツケースを見つけるように言われたんだな。
Yeah.
スーツケースを見つけて、そこに本当の私がいるから。
The real Kamome inside the suitcase. What does that mean? I picture Kamome jumping out shouting, "Illusion!" the moment I flipped it open. That sure be something. I could see her pulling that off.
イリュージ
I wish.
何を笑っているんだ。
Ignore me.
なあ、大丈夫なのか？
Oh.
もしかして
What?
実は振られてストーカーになっているんじゃないだろうな。
Oh!
ありえるわね。
I could hear you, you know. It was right around here where we slipped and fell in the water.
危ないな。
After that, we...
おい、あれじゃないか？
Huh? You're right. It was hers. It was her suitcase, no doubt about it. The tension left my shoulders. Thank God. Thank God we found it. It wasn't a dream. The Kamome I knew wasn't an illusion. The more I felt more relief than I thought I'd be. like a weight had been lifted.
これがそうなの？
Yes, positive.
やれやれ。本当にここに来たんだな。それも、こんなものを持ち込んで。ねえ、ちょっと。
どうしたん？
これ、何かのスイッチみたい。
Aura brought her face into a depression in the wall. A switch,
押してみていいかな？
maybe?
罠じゃないよな。
誰がこんなところに罠を仕掛けるんだ？
Alright, give it a try.
うん。わかった。
Something clicked. Oh!
明かりがついた。
どういうことだ？
Electric lamps illuminated the tunnels. In front of me was a little stream that looked like it barely reached my knees.
高原はここで溺れたのか。
That would be the case. No, it couldn't have been this shallow. Under no circumstances could I have passed out in this. But this was the only body of water from what I could see. Then what in the world happened? It wasn't me who nearly drowned, but the other boy. My memories were all tangled up somehow. As if I had any confused in the first place. How could I when I've been here for the first time only yesterday? I looked around the cave again. The suitcase glistened under the light. There was no question that it was Kamome.
どうする？開けてみるか？
Can't do it at home?
わかった。
Sorry, I know I dragged you guys all the way here.
そんなこと気にするな。
ずっと住んでたのにこんなところがあるなんて知らなかったわ。高原。また何かあったら頼ってくれ。
I like these guys. I like having friends, dude, in a visual novel. I mean, I like having friends in real life too. But, you know, in the visual novels, it's always just a haram a lot of the times. It's really nice having just a group of friends. Give us a shout anytime you need something. That makes me happy. Thanks. So I really love little busters. I stared at the suitcase in front of me. Can I really open this? The real Kamome. I felt like the moment I looked inside, it would all be over. I didn't know why, but I couldn't shake the anxiety. But at the same time, I can't move on unless I do. It was unlocked. The suitcase opened with a short click. What could she have been hiding so desperately? I soon found my answer. The first thing I saw, the very top of everything was lingerie. Yeah, I knew it. A pair of underwear. This was the real me. I mean, it was close to her in a sense.
何を凝視しているんですか？
No!
それ
Umi-chan's eyes went wide open when she saw what was holding in my hands.
女性の下着ですか？
Hey, what? Oh, would you look at that? Gee, how did that get there? A mystery for the ages.
はあ、なるほど。なるほどな。
This isn't what it looks like.
何が違うんですか？
This is the real me. What did he say there?
それが本当の高原さん？
Oh!
ごくり。
He's into, he just wanna, you know, they just get out of here already.
そうします。あまり関わりたくありません。
Nothing inside the suitcase particularly stuck out to me. I hoped for at least something that might point to where she was. I found a book tucked away deep into the corners. This was old, worn down. Looked to be a kid's story. The title was The Adventures of Catpaw Wiscaneers. The Catpaw Wiscaneers. I know this story. Alright. Something's been going on with my stomach. I don't know why. Dude, everything hurts. I know it's not. I gotta put a pause. We'll continue.